The system of registration of title was perhaps the greatest reform that ever came out of the wholesale reconstructing the English property law in 1925. Today, the majority of land in England and Wales is registered land and is now owned by the LRA 2002. The 2002 Act is a transaction driven. Its primary aim is to ensure the quick, efficient, and inexpensive transfer of estates and interest in land while ensuring that the third party interest in land are properly protected. It seeks to ensure that as many estates in land as possible become registered and to ensure that as many third party rights as possible are recorded on the register of the title of the estates that is affected by those rights. Simply put, to describe land as registered means that the title to it is entered into a register maintained by the HM Land Registry and exists through a number of district land registries around the country, increasingly online. Each title is referred to as a unique title number in addition to information about the title itself. Other rights and interests affecting the title may be recorded on the registration against the title number. As things currently stand, under the LRA 2002, not quite every estate in land is a registrable title because some estates are excluded from registration from practical or legal reasons. Currently, a registrable estate being an estate that must be registered on its transfer or creation is either a legal freehold or a legal leasehold for over 7 years of duration. The land register is thus intended to provide a comprehensive picture of the title ownership in England and Wales, and registration of title has replaced title deeds as the proof of the ownership. The LRA 2002 specifies the transactions that trigger compulsory first registration of a qualifying title, and essentially these encompass all significant details within the land. These triggers are compulsory first registration of a previously unregistered title. The first one is the transfer of an unregistered freehold estate to another person. Number two is the transfer of an existing legal lease and the land to another person with more than 7 years left to run at the date of the transfer, whether for variable consideration. The grant of a legal lease of more than 7 years in unregistered freehold or out of an unregistered leasehold of more than 7 years duration. Number 4 is the creation of first legal mortgage over an unregistered freehold or unregistered leasehold with more than 7 years left to run, which will trigger registration both of the mortgage and of the title over which it is created. It is sometimes said that there are three principles underlying the system of registered land, which we should judge the reality of the LRA 2002. The three principles are mere principle, current principle, and insurance principle. The mere principle encapsulates the idea that the register should reflect the totality of the rights and interests concerning a title of registered land. Thus, the inspection of the register should reveal the identity of the owner, the nature of his ownership, and any limitations on his ownership, and any rights enjoyed by the other persons over the land. The curtain principle encapsulates the idea that a certain equitable interest in land should be hidden behind a curtain of a special type of trust. Thus, if a person wishes to buy registered land that is subject to a trust of land, the purchaser need not be concerned only with the legal title to the land, which is held by the trustees and reflected on the title register. He need not look behind the curtain of the trust or worry about any equitable rights of ownership that might exist. Last on hand is the insurance principle. This encapsulates the idea that if a title is duly registered, it is guaranteed by the state. Thus, guarantee is supported by a system of statutory indemnity, that is monetary compensation, for any purchaser who suffers loss by reason of the conclusive nature of the register. The state insures against deficiencies, inaccuracies, or other mistakes in the register. Thank you for watching.